Welcome to our Tightwire themes presentation. Esperanza Gonzalez will cover the loss of innocence theme, Robert Gold will go over friendship, and Paulo will go over the self-defining theme.
From the beginning of Tightwire by Amy Kaufman Burke, each chapter brought events and scenarios of how the main characters lost their innocence. Collier retells his performances as a child with Maurice in front of an audience. When Maurice would get an erection during her act, he'd toss me around the trapeze, we'd hop down, take a bow, and he'd walk away without even glancing at me. We see the loss of innocence in Collier as moral wrong or guilt through lack of knowledge of evil. We learn about the loss of innocence that Collier was engulfed in. Throughout this book, we see the trials and tribulations that Caroline had to face while growing up in the film industry. Childhood sexual abuse at the hands of Maurice. I also use loss of innocence as a theme in correlation to not only Collier, but Caroline as well. As a young girl, she's thrown into the life of entertainment in Hollywood as she sees models and actresses deal with issues like starving themselves and her father's colleagues talking about their clients. In the article Adult Survivors of Childhood Sexual Abuse, we learn that adults who experience some type of childhood sexual abuse deal with feelings such as guilt, blame, self-esteem issues, and issues with intimacy in relationships. Collier tells Caroline of his issues with intimacy, because every time I have sex and I look into their eyes, all I see are Maurice's eyes, freezing cold blue. No matter what color their eyes really are, once we have sex they look ice blue. This shows us these are the things Collier struggled with because of his experiences with Maurice. It also relates to Caroline because she dealt with self-esteem issues and as she was exposed to Hollywood and the concept of being thin. I chose Mad World because in the song he talks about how he wishes he were like a child. The part about children is saying that children are oblivious to the concept of existence. They see only what they know and how he wishes he could share their ignorance. The birthday symbolizes the child's mentality of an event so significant that they look forward to consistently, believing the next one will be better, when eventually the effects of the event dull until it's just another day. I believe that part specifically relates to the theme of loss of innocence, because as children they look forward to it every year until as they grow older it becomes just another day.
Worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. And to feel the way that every child should sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Hello teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Look right through me, look right through me. And I tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Enlarging your world. Mad world.
The novel Tightwire by Amy Kaufman Burke shows how friends affect others in positive aspects. One of the first friendships Collier made was with a man named Jerry, who said, "We're wrong as a couple, but we're a perfect match for friends." Jerry and Collier began their relationship by almost becoming intimate, but Jerry's eye colors changed in Collier's mind to the haunting Arctic blue eyes of Collier's sexual offender. They stopped and talked about their lives instead. Jerry's eyes turned back to Hazel afterwards, which was the first time Collier was able to overcome these haunting eyes. This realization of Collier helped him have a hope in finding a way to move forward and overcome his past issues. Friendships have many different positive effects in physical and mental ways. The article, The Healing Power of Friendship by Mary Small, states that friends who listen and support you can help you weather life's challenges. Friends can encourage each other, cheer up one another, help someone through a hard time, give the feeling of being needed or loved, a way to improve health, and reduce stress. These properties are all necessary ways of support that Collier needed in order to have a better future. As Collier said in Tightwire by Amy Kaufman Burke, he was able to make a friend, but they'd be gone in a week or two. Collier was the only male boy growing up around adults. He was thrown into a life of adulthood. Collier started working and did not create a group of friends or peers his age that he could confide in. Without friendship, Collier started to use people and not build a support group who could constantly meet his needs. This song, by the Rembrandts, is known as the Friends TV show theme song, but it also fits with the novel Tightwire by Amy Kaufman Burke. The song talks about a person who does not know how to get out of their depression, but that person has a friend who constantly says, "I'll be there for you." People make friendships as those relationships bring a sense of fulfillment and joy. This was the role of many minor characters in Tightwire, as they would flesh out the main characters or bring happiness to an otherwise depressing situation. Halfway through the novel, Caroline told Collier, "When you're ready to talk it over and figure it out, I'll be here." Caroline and Collier had a different style of friendship, as she was his therapist. Caroline learned from observations of Collier, but Collier learned directly from Caroline. She wanted to help Collier, so she let him know that she will be there for him even when he becomes emotional or aggressive.
Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. you're the only one who knows what it's like to be me. Someone to face the day with, make it through all the rest with. Someone I always laugh with, even at my worst, my best with you. Yeah. You reap the months, even though you I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to fall, I'll be there for you. I've been there before. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too.
Self-discovery. This is a major theme in Tightwire by Amy Kaufman-Burke, as both Caroline and Collier are described as going through a constant journey of discovering new things about themselves. Collier discovers that he is not bisexual and would not have sex with another guy. He discovers this by his sexual experience with Jerry. He must have thought he was okay with it because of his past with Maurice and how he would get aroused whenever they did the routine. In the quote, "We kissed, then we did more, and I froze. I just froze. I wasn't aroused, I wasn't anything except absolutely terrified." This shows that through this experience with Jerry, he is not bisexual. Caroline, on the other hand, is having different discoveries about herself. She discovers that she can be very intuitive when figuring people out. When Caroline is speaking with Mr. Eagleton, she says that he's dead, and it becomes a big situation where she starts crying. The quote, "When we talked on the phone, your father said you're intuitive. I hate it," shows that Caroline hates that she can be so intuitive and does not like that she has discovered this about herself. In the article, A Journey of Self-Discovery, the author speaks about how in order to discover yourself, you must do what you want to do and not what others think you should be doing. As found in the quote, "Self-discovery is what you, as a unique human being, should pour your energy into rather than what people think that you should be doing. We let others tell us what we should be doing instead of doing what we want to do." Collier struggles with this at an early age because he was always told to do the routine and had no say in whether he wanted to do it or not. Because of that, he runs away from the circus and starts to try and find himself. Cat's Cradle by Harry Chapin. The song links in with the book through the theme of self-discovery. Cat's Cradle talks about how a kid wants to become like his father, but his father is not around to teach him how to do certain things. As for Collier, he also did not have someone to look up to and be like. The only person he had around a lot was Maurice, who was a sexual predator. Because of having him around so often, Collier sort of became a sexual predator as well, since he is always having sex with people around Club Med. Caroline experiences the same situation as the song because she wanted to be a lot like her mother, but she was rarely around. So Caroline learns everything that she needs to know through experiences on her own. Caroline also learns a lot about herself through her talks with Dr. Stillwell.
A child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking for I knew it. And as he grew, he'd say, "I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you." And the cats in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know My son turned 10 just the other day. He said, thanks for the ball, Dad, come on, let's play. Can you teach me to throw? I said, not today, I got a lot to do. He said, that's okay, and he walked away, but his smile never dimmed. Said, I'm gonna be like him, yeah, you know I'm gonna be like him. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, the little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. Well, he came from college just the other day, so much like a man I just had to say, son, I'm proud of you, can you sit for a while? He shook his head and he said with a smile, what I'd really like, Dad, is to borrow the car keys. See you later, can I have them please? And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, son, I don't know when, but we'll get together then, Dad, you know we'll have a good time then. I've long since retired, my son's moved away. I called him up just the other day. I said, I'd like to see you if you don't mind. He said, I'd love to, Dad, if I can find the time. You see, my new job's a hassle and the kids are the flu, but it's sure nice talking to you, Dad. It's been sure nice talking to you. And as I hung up the phone, it occurred to me, he'd grown up just like me. My boy was just like me.